decisions, right? In the beginning, when we start to remember that we have the ability to make decisions, that we have the consciousness to decide what I'm going to do next, how my emotions are going to move from one spot to another, how I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to go do this, or no, I'm not going to go do that. In the beginning, it's difficult because we're so programmed by this society and the people that have been controlling it for so long that you go do this, you go do that, no, take this, no, take that. And it's, all of us have been so used to that mentality that we haven't realized that we can break free from it. So as you break free, it's almost like in the movie The Matrix, when he starts, I think it's in the first one, when he's able to bend and move in so many different directions at like the light of speed that it's almost distortion, because it's just like, wait, how the fuck is he doing that? How is he doing this? How is he doing that? And it's just like, but that is us breaking free from the tightness of the non-decision making position. And as we start to recognize that we have more and more of this ability to decide what we're meant to be doing, what we're not meant to be doing, we start to become free. We start to acknowledge that it does not have to be the way of the old anymore. That the way of the new is where we're supposed to be, is what we're supposed to be doing. And it's patience, right? Like, we have to remember that this thing is about patience because of how deep the programming has been in so many aspects of our lives. And for us to get there, we have to make the decisions of the remembering. We have to make the decisions to choose that I have the ability to decide what's good for my life. And once we start climbing this ladder of understandings, we no longer make the decisions for the self. We go to the higher good. We go to God. We go to the higher spirits. We go to our ancestors. We go to our guides. We go to the places that are in the unseen realms, that we trust, that we know it's real, that there is truthfulness to it. And once we start attaining ourselves to those places, we are no longer making the decisions because we're asking those unseen places to direct us in the physical realm. By attaining ourselves into the spirit, we are actually clarifying ourselves in the physical. It's allowing ourselves to be at peace. It's allowing ourselves to not have to have the weight and the bearing to decide for the self. No, the spirit will decide for you, because the spirit already knows what's going to happen. That's the point of making the decision to be closer to spirit. Making that decision to attain ourselves to be in accordance with the spirit, we're allowing ourselves to be at total and utter peace with everything, with all things, which is the way we're meant to be. We are meant to be at peace with all things. We are meant to be at ease in all things, because we're allowing ourselves to make that decision. We are allowing ourselves to be at peace within the spirit to then translate itself for clarity within the physical. We all have this ability. Every single one of us. If someone says that it's not possible, don't believe them. Because a lot of these entertainers that are now controlling our spiritual world, because that's they understood this for thousands of years. It's just becoming more and more apparent that the entertainers are actually controlling us through the spirit. They're telling us all these spiritual things that can be done, all of these spiritual blah blah blah, and they're telling us what to do. Once again, why are people telling us what to do? No. We can listen, but we get to decide. We can listen, but we have the decision. What do I want to do with myself? What am I trying to do next? We need to observe more. We need to discern more. We need to listen more. We do not need to be reactionary to what is being told to us by these elitist entertainers of all realms and schools of thought, because they're just trying to fuck with you. They're trying to fuck with you to not be able to attain yourselves to the highest, to God, to the truth, to your guides, to your ancestors, to these spirits that are around us in all places and in all things. When the entertainers are deliberately saying that we have to do this, fuck that. Means they're just trying to control. That's all that this thing is about control. Because once you're free, you no longer have the inability to be in this limitation. You have the ability to expand yourself beyond. And that's the point. You have the ability to transcend all things. And it's recognizing the patterns, recognizing the cycles. There's so many things that are taking place around our world, within our world, and on top of our world that we would never know is true. We wouldn't know that it's taking place because we're being controlled not to see it. We're being manipulated not to expand our vision. But that's what we're meant to do. We're meant to go beyond it. And we're getting there. We are absolutely getting there. Day by day, we are getting there. Day by day. It's patience. It's patience. It's patience. Allow yourself to move. Allow yourself to be open. Allow yourself to sense things. It's there. It's all there. It's always been there. It's been clouded because we are not in direct connection to spirit, and that non-direct lineage to spirit is what's clouding our thought. It's clouding our clarity. But once you attain yourself to spirit, those cloudiness, those foggy days start to just be wiped away because you're in the true essence again. Decide for yourself. Decide for who you are. Make the decisions through the self, through the spirit. Make the decisions in those areas, not of this world, not of the material. Making the decisions through those aspects will open up the material to where it's meant to be. You have the freedom to choose. Start to choose with more love. Start to choose with more honesty. You'll be safe, always. You will always be safe. Have a beautiful day. Love yourself. Love everything about who you are. You'll get there. I promise you. You will get there.